Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta aquí el colega Dan Pierce, nuestro manager.
I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Bueno, han salido, por si no habéis visto el primer vídeo, estamos en el draft.
So I trust you and Triple H to figure it
Y
out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
nos han dado un
I
golpe.
wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus.
Pay no attention.
Yo creo que nos la quieren liar, ¿no?
Understood.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate.
Veremos, pero es como que nos la han querido liar, ¿verdad? Tiene esa sensación. A ver, ¿quién es este gilipollas?
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because
I
that...
do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my new... I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our... You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got...
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused...
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect...
Fine, Troy.
You're the best.
Ahora con CM Punk, ¿no? ¿Nos querrá ayudar?
You all right? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing.
Y ahora va a decir que no.
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
Muy bien. Nos va a ayudar CM Punk. Ahora tenemos otro combate. A ver con quién. Y luego vamos a mirar... Vamos a mirar la isla, a ver de qué va. Y luego nos vamos a My Faction. Pues entiendo que esto lo guapo es jugarlo varias veces, ¿no? Saber, por eso también lo de grabarlo, ¿no? Para saber en qué rollo, qué decisiones hemos tomado. Así que vamos a verlo. Ah, mierda. Joder. Quería cambiar mi entrada, tío. Peca.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
Kick lands. Opponent set up in a tree of woe, driving those knees into the abdomen. Just never had a chance to block any of those.
That was nasty. Ooh. And Buck took a battering there.
Uh-oh.
Coming and swept the leg.
Ah, vale. Este pintamonas no creo que haya sido. Tiene que ser alguno, sí. Ah, bueno. Digo yo que este es un luchador de verdad, ¿no? Pero no... Yo no le conozco. Pero no creo que este pintamonas tenga mucho que ver.
crowd for some much-needed support. Boom! Fast thinking saved him there.
Qué cabrón. Qué patada me ha pegado.
Ooh, great anticipation.
He's got that look in his eye. It's go time.
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside. Caught with a knee.
Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here.
And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
And he throws the opposition back
A
into
ver,
the
pero ¿y
ring.
por qué le metes ahí, tío? Yo que no sé si me han cambiado los controles.
Ah, look at this.
Sin querer o algo.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
He's going up.
Pues no los noto.
From the top.
Ay, cabrón.
What a knockout punch.
Oh, man. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
I'm surprised that more damage hasn't been done at this point.
Wrapping the arm over that top rope, punishing their opponent.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Oh, man, nasty kick.
Enziguri
Out of the corner. Hold on. He's just measuring him now.
Ah, este. Voy a probar los otros, pero bueno.
Outlook is bad for both.
Venga, vámonos.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
¡Qué hijo de puta! El gominas este.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with him? We're going to get some answers. We're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit. It'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got
Es un tonto
a
el que han
good cop and
mandado.
bad cop. And bad cops
Seguramente hay otro más
start
grande
The
que
new
manda
era
todo.
has arrived.
Este no es nadie.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
Sí, todo habrá acabado. Sí, ya lo veremos. Si todo se ha acabado. Ay. Vale. CM Punk.
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
Pues no creo que sea, no, yo creo que este
I
quiere
know
ser nuestro
Triple H and
amigo.
Everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
No creo que sea él.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or
Ah, que tiene una
someone else
familia
behind the
esa
scenes.
y
There's gotta be other
Mafiosa,
people
ni puta
involved.
idea. La
Exactly.
verdad.
And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Ahora el combate con este gilipollas. Y ahora aparecerá otro en medio del combate o algo así, yo creo.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
Un mezclado y movimiento de Randy Orton antiguo, que molaba, tío. Y Roman.
There's an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo's attacks once and for all.
I'm sure he is, Saxon. This is a true grudge match. D'Angelo messed with the wrong guy here.
The mask is off, the gloves are off, and any moment we'll be off too.
Ay, con lo que molaba. No era... Bueno, mejor en 2002 es así. Yo es que le tengo recuerdo de los brazos más arriba. Que estaba guapísimo, ¿no? Ah, este va de mafioso. De Tony Soprano, ¿eh?
Has arrived.
And his opponent, representing the family from Chicago, Illinois.
Ah, que su grupo se llama La Familia.
Tony D'Angelo.
Bueno, la verdad es que tiene una pinta de imbécil, macho.
Tony D'Angelo is not playing games. This is a man who's been through it all. He's survived the turf wars and paid the price to be the dog.
Te voy a dar estopa esta carne y de tirar, cabrón. Joder, con la pinta de garrulo que tiene, tío.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the
Vamos, va a entrar alguien, lo tengo claro.
rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Showing strength here, driving them into the ropes.
Oof.
He quickly gets out of dodge. Lands an elbow.
No signs of either combatant backing down.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Just punishing their opponent. Stop after stop after stop. You want to control the tempo. You want to dictate the pace. High risk.
Crashing to the floor.
Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact on the outside.
And it looks like he might have just caught Tony D napping.
He's pumped up, and so is this crowd. Tony D'Angelo hyping up the crowd.
Big clothesline. Ooh!
Catches the kick.
Dragon screw. Oh, God, that hurt. Setting them up for
a fisherman buster. Right into the pin.
No, he kicks out.
These men
coño.
match is going to be hard fought.
Joder, en uno sale de la otra forma, en otro sale de esta.
That got turned around on D'Angelo.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Already he's taken on some damage.
And Tony D living up to his reputation, sending a direct message there.
I think the crowd knows what we're about to see.
That could be curtains for Tony.
Shoulders are down. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good
No, ahora entrará otro.
Whatever this was all about.
Now what? Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help out there right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes
Bueno, pero
The
hostia.
NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
Hostia.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
Una guerra de marcas, ¿no?
And Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this.
Hijos de puta.
What the?
Bailey,
¿Eh?
are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
Pero coño.
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not
A
stop
ver.
until NXT is the one and only
Sí,
brand
hombre.
left standing
No jodas.
in
Al revés. Es la que tiene que ir fuera.
WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
No jodas.
Just witnessed pure anarchy. It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bailey said it herself. Unbelievable.
Hijos de perra. Hijos de perra.
It's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget, I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
Joder.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown...
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from MMA.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Bueno, vamos a probar ahora de Island. Ah, ¿qué pasa? Ahora tengo que crear una chica. Es la ropa mismo. Esta misma. Yo qué sé, tío. Pues venga. Yo qué sé. Yo qué sé, pues esta misma. O sea, que ahora viene la tía. ¿Verdad que según este era de MMA o qué? Ah,
Hey,
Ajá.
it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem, but are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of...
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exact?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the...
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names.
So you're saying I was your only option?
Best and...
You know I'm ride or die with you?
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pin...
Go for the 3 count. Got it.
Okay. And try to win. Because if you lose...
Haven't changed a bit.
Pues la voy a meter como Rhea Ripley, la música y eso, ¿eh? Qué guay. Ah, mierda, no.
You're the only person on Earth I'd bring in here to watch my back. Finish strong. Show them what you're made of.
¿Y qué tiene? ¿Los mismos movimientos que yo?
Nice. Now follow it up with a power move. Stay calm and control the pace.
Quita, gilipollas. Está guay, voy a hacer una historia como si fuese real. Coño, se me ha olvidado. Ronda Rousey.
Don't let them get on your head. Stay strong. One. Show me some aerial offense. One, two. Remember your training. You got this. They want a mutiny. Wait until they see what you're capable of.
Hawái está bien.
So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help...
We need to hit them harder than they...
You scare me sometimes, but I...
Bueno, sí, a ver si me deja un combate de pareja contra estos.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer. Now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
We came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Joder, no me ha dado la opción de modificar la entrada, hostia.
Here she is making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Madrid, Spain,
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower
¿Dónde va, baboso?
partner, letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring. The consummate underdog of the women's division. Zelina Vega.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
Zelina has seen a tremendous amount of success lately. She won the Queen's Crown and reformed the LWO.
Zelina's not showing any signs of slowing down.
Zelina was no stranger to success
Ahora que se
before,
cuentan.
but now she seems destined for the top. I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate
Ah,
measures,
solo con
Saxton.
esta
Now,
tía.
former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward. And she reversed it.
Sí, pues hombre. El abrigo y eso para pelear no va a ser lo más cómodo.
She's saying it's on WWE
Sí, tiene.
Universe. Let's go.
Yo creo que los golpes básicos que tenía el otro, rollo que si no se cambiasen.
Punch lands. She's fighting to get back up, but I don't think that fight's about to matter.
Porque te vas fuera. Joder. Órbita de los cojones.
Needed a midsection, and a kick to the back.
Into the pin.
Will it be?
Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
A little closer to getting the pinfall there, but this is still anybody's fight.
She saw that coming. Uh-oh. Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
And stays one step ahead.
A string of counters. Overhand right lands. Oh, wow. Lights out.
Fast movement gets her out of the way. What a move.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Yeah, some flaws in Zelina's game plan are being exposed.
¡Ay, qué puta!
Zelina is going to look to press.
Body scissor takedown
Into the cover.
She kicks out in one.
Ah, si tarda 7 años en contar, tronca.
Well-timed maneuver there.
working on the arm.
She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Yeah, you can see the fist perched up top. A diving knee drop. Zelina being sized up. Up into the torture rack. Feast your eyes. Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega? The cover.
It's over. All in a night's work.
Here is your winner,
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin. You have to wonder what Mutiny's next move will be to recover their abducted producer.
Estas armas en WWE 2K25, quedaos que os lo cuento. Se consiguen en el modo My Rise, completando la historia payaseando. En el momento en el que os pregunten por la personalidad de vuestro personaje, ¿Queréis conseguir todas estas armas en WWE 2K25? Quedaos que os lo cuento. Se consiguen en el modo My Rise, completando la historia payaseando. En el momento en pregunten por la personalidad de vuestro personaje masculino, elegís la opción de tener sentido del humor. Esto sucede en el capítulo 4, por cierto, cuando derrotéis a JD McDonagh, Dominic Mysterio y Damian Priest del Judgment Day. Además de amar la personalidad de vuestro personaje masculino, elegís la opción de tener sentido del humor. Esto sucede en el capítulo 4, por cierto, cuando derrotéis a JD McDonagh, Dominic Mysterio y Damian Priest del Judgment Day. Además de amargarles la existencia, habréis completado la historia y todas estas armas se desbloquearán en vuestra partida para utilizarlas en cualquier modo de juego. Si os ha servido de ayuda, os invito a seguirme para aprender mucho más.
85, Tiffany Stratton.
2K25. ¿Queréis conseguir todas estas armas en WWE 2K25? Quedaos que os lo cuento. Se consiguen en el modo My Rise, completando la historia payaseando. En el momento en el que os pregunten por la personalidad de vuestro personaje masculino, elegís la opción de tener sentido del humor. Esto sucede en el capítulo 4, por cierto, cuando derrotéis a JD McDonagh, Dominic Mysterio y Damian Priest del Judgment Day. Además de amargarles la existencia, habréis completado la historia y todas estas armas se desbloquearán en vuestra partida para utilizarlas en cualquier modo.
Así está bien.
Si os ha servido de ayuda, os invito a seguirme para aprender
Eso es en el ring.
sobre WWE 2K25. ¿Queréis conseguir todas estas armas en WWE 2K25?
Joder, tienen todas, macho, pedazo de puntos.
Se consiguen en el modo My Rise, completando la historia payaseando. En el momento en el que os pregunten por la personalidad de vuestro personaje masculino, elegís la opción de tener sentido del humor. Esto sucede en el capítulo 4, por cierto, cuando derrotéis a JD McDonagh, Dominic Mysterio y Damian Priest del Judgment Day. Además de amargarles la existencia, habréis completado la historia y todas estas armas se desbloquearán en vuestra partida para utilizarlas en cualquier modo de juego. Si os ha servido de ayuda, os...
Claro, pero luego no.
Dominic Mysterio vuelve a incendiar las redes tras responder a un fan de esta manera. Y es que en uno de los live shows navideños, Dominic se enfrentaba a su padre Rey Mysterio. A mitad de combate...
Ya está. Muy guapa. Ha quedado. Y ahora vamos a salir y nos vamos a la isla a probarla.
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Ah, bueno, claro, lo que tengo que hacer es la entrada. Ah. Hombre, la verdad es que quería cambiar la entrada, que luego se me olvida, tío.
Can't believe my plan.
We both...
Hey!
We need to...
What about their...
You might...
I could help with that.
Yeah, sure.
I may...
Troy?
Okay!
Muy bien. Continuar.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come...
A ver.
down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed
soy él, ¿no?
location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Whoa. Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm. Kick to the midsection. Looking for the straitjacket.
Into the backstabber. Jarring European uppercut.
Oh.
Esquina superior derecha.
He fights Lexus back.
Ooh, stiff punch.
Arm cinched, and look at these vicious kicks to the jaw.
And with an on...
Setting up for something here.
Lexus King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Bueno, este vídeo va a acabar. Tenemos que seguir con los siguientes. A ver cómo va esto. Va a tocar luchar.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
Pues vamos a parar aquí. Grabo este combate en el siguiente vídeo y os lo subo. Un saludo a todos. ¡Chao!